You know, a wise man once told me too much of anything is a bad thing, right? Curiosity killed the cat. The grass ain't greener on the other side, it's greener where you water it. I say all this to say too much ass equals bad math. Too much fucking amounts to nothing. Keep your dick. But nah, for real. Yesterday I was watching a video by a creator named Dorbald. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Dorbald, something like that. But yeah, the video was basically talking about, it was titled, "When was the best time to be a man?" Something around that area. I don't know. What I got from it was basically, when was the best time to be in a relationship for a man, right? And it brought up a couple good points and whatnot, but the thing that really got me going, something that made me think about something, sent me down a little rabbit hole, and I was like, I gotta make a video on it. He said something about body count, right? And it ain't the usual discussion of like, female got such and such bodies, blah, 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 blah. Nah, he was talking about the mental damage of fucking everything that moving does to the male psyche and the female psyche. I believe it fucks human beings up in general, right? And I feel like, you know, I hate to be that guy because I'm the opposite guy, if I'm being honest with you. But I feel like a lot of people, when they talk about body counts, they only talk about women, right? But nobody really, or it's not really popular to talk about the effects of a high body count on men, right? It's funny because when I started this channel, my first video was gonna be something like, it ain't that big of a deal to lose your virginity, bro. And what I was basically gonna say was, I feel like a lot of times we as men, young men, like high school kids, I should say, young boys, because it's just, we don't do it no more, but like, as young boys, getting some ass is almost like a trophy, right? It's like you going hunting, you kill a hog and you mount the ass on your fireplace. That's kind of what it was like to us back then. The ass on the fireplace. But basically, he was talking about how he went on Tinder one day, he got a couple matches. He was kind of flexing about how many matches he got. I don't fuck with that, but you know, we're gonna let it slide. He was talking about he got a couple matches and he asked every girl the same thing. The question was, what did your last relationship teach you about love? And he said, every girl answered him back. They basically kind of went into defense mode. And what I mean was, when they talked about what their last relationship taught them about love, it's basically how to defend yourself better in so many words. It wasn't, what can I do better? Blah, blah, blah. It was, what can I not allow? What can I not? But you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he felt kind of sad because basically that's what dating is nowadays. And to me personally, as a nigga who been out there for a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. This shit is war, man. Like, nah, it's real war. You, man, it's real tactics. It's really chess, not checkers out this motherfucker. I'm just keeping it real. But that's not the video. That's not the point of the video today, right? So, you know, he's basically saying, once you hit like a certain amount of bodies, or once you to fuck so many people, your mind starts looking at relationships different. It starts warping and blah, blah, blah. And we already know how it affects women. We beat this horse to a bloody pulp. And I'm gonna beat it a little bit more later on in the video, but just not off the rip, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about the dude side, because I actually kind of felt like growing up, I would agree to it because it benefited me that, yeah, niggas just fuck anything. And nah, but the consequences, I don't think it's as drastic as it is for women. Like, I don't see, right? I know some dudes in real life, right? With an astronomical amount of bodies, bro. Just fuck more people than I even talk to in my life, bro. Where the fuck do y'all be finding? That's not the point, right? And the video, bro, is basically saying, to fuck that many people, something is wrong with you, right? He was saying something was wrong with you, right? And I laugh because it was just humorous to me. I found it funny. But when I think about it, and I sat there and I meditate on it, I let it roll around in my noggin, I started bringing up other information that I seen in the past, things where girls be like, niggas ain't romantic anymore. And guess what? Niggas is not romantic anymore. And I think the large amount of fucking that's going on is the cause of that, right? It's simply supply and demand, right? It's like I'm not gonna go outside and do a rain dance if I can go to Kroger and get a 24 pack of purified drinking water for $1 and some change. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make no sense to do that, right? And not only that, I do think it's harder for a dude to be in a committed relationship after he done ran through so many hoes, bro. Like, I just gotta keep it 100 with you, right? I got a homeboy, right? You know, we was young. We was like fresh out of high school, a couple years out of high school, and he was in a relationship. A girl, you know, they was going a long while, you know, long-term relationship, couple years type shit. They was in deep. And out of the blue one day, she just broke up with him. So she just broke up with him. Now, at the age of 28, I seen this happen so many times. Almost happened to me a couple times, right? When the dude is really down for a girl, when the dude really loves a girl, and, you know, hey, not feeling it one day, they leave, that really fucks a nigga up, and he would never be the same again in his life. Better or for worse. But I tell you what, whoever he was before that, he's no longer there, right? So I seen my homeboy basically going to villain art. And, you know, it was cool, but when he was out here with diabolical schemes and torching cities, raising villages, and all that shit, it kind of warped his perspective of women. And what I mean is, I don't know if this nigga is gonna ever be able to actually, and he actually says this shit himself, I don't know if this dude will ever be able to take a girl serious because he just seen so much, right? He fucked girls that's in relationships. He fucked girls that was in a relationship and broke up with a nigga and then went and fucked him. He fucked girls that told him, yeah, I cheated on my boyfriend and such and such with, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you see so much, after you see so much of that, man, it gets extremely hard to trust. On top of that, it's like the smallest thing, the smallest red flag, the smallest inconsistency, man, this nigga just, he out of there, bro. These nigga like, yeah, nah, can't do it. Nah. And like, it don't make it no better. This nigga keep fucking, you know what I'm saying? I definitely believe there is negative mental and emotional effects of like just going out here slaying everything, you know what I'm saying? Just going Viking berserk mode and laying everything down, right? And I think I mentioned this earlier in the video. The dude said like, bro, that's just not normal to just be fucking so many people. He was like, it don't even feel right to just like fuck somebody and then just like disappear, right? And if you listen to most niggas talk, that's just what niggas be on sometimes. They be like, yeah, I hit her. Hey, mission accomplished, blah, 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 right? I'm gonna tell a little story, right? I remember when I tried to do this, right? So I just broke up with an ex or whatever. We going through it. You know how it is when you break up. Sometimes you don't just completely stop talking, even though that's what you should do. You don't just completely stop talking or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. You still talking to him, trying to get him back. And I kind of got to a point where I realized she ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? She ain't coming back. So I tried to low-key start my villain art. My homeboy already did his villain art, right? So he telling me, he basically Aaron Yeager in my ear telling me, hey, you know what you got to do? And I'm like, I know what I got to do. So I already been talking to this little, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I pulled up on her a couple of times. Ain't nothing happened. We was just kicking it, but I could tell she was feeling me, and I could tell she wanted to, you know what I'm saying? She wanted, you feel me? One night I was out with the boys, you know what I'm saying? We had Hooters. We had Hooters, right? Hooters is, man, like, you just a horny ass nigga if you like Hooters, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Hooters don't even be hitting like that, but we had Hooters chopping it up and wishing blah, blah, blah. And shorty hit me up. We talking. And I don't know if I asked to pull up or she invited me to pull up, but all I know is that after I left Hooters, that was my next location, right? We leave Hooters, we dapping it up. I'm on my way, man. Pull up on shorty, she come in. I guess she just getting off of work, man. She looked real stressed out. She was complaining, like, this and that. And then I was sitting in traffic, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just listening to her. I'm like, yeah, you know, I feel that, blah, blah, blah. Really wasn't thinking much of it, right? So she went to her room. I'm sitting in the living room, right? I got my legs, folded, laid back. I'm chilling, right? I'm kicking it, I'm cooling. I'm on my phone, looking at YouTube shorts and shit, bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? So she come out the cut, little ass shorts on. Ass everywhere, man. I mean, oh my gosh, man. It's time. And I knew it was time. Had my equipment on me. I was ready to go to work. Long story short, man, I did what I had to do. And after we was done, right, we started in the living room, right? And then we went to the bedroom. So my clothes are still in the living room, right? All my drawers and shit in the living room, whatever, right? Go to the living room. Put my clothes on, put my shoes on. I'm about to float like instantly, right? She, I don't know what she was doing, but she come out of her room and go to the bathroom, and she see me in the living room putting my clothes on. And like the look on her face, bro, just broke my little heart, bro. I ain't got that dog in me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have that dog in me, bro. And then she was like, you about to leave? And I'm like, nah, I ain't, nah, man, nah. Bullshitting, lying my ass off. Nigga, I was damn sure about to go home and get on the game, bro. But that day, man, I knew that this life won't for me, bro. And I still tried, but a lot of times I couldn't go through with it. I ended up going through with it one more time. And I was just like, man, I don't like the way this shit make me feel, bro. I'm keeping it real. Call me a bitch, a pussy, whatever you want to call me, man. I gotta be honest with myself. When I look in the mirror after doing some shit like that, bro, I didn't find that shit cool. I ain't see that shit as, whatever you want to call it, bro. I just didn't feel that way about it. And dude was basically saying like, something is wrong with you if you can just do that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember my last relationship, I got out of, I'm at work, chopping it up with the homies and shit, man. They basically telling me, hey, time for your villain art. Now, you need to get out here and lay some wood, you know what I'm saying? They basically telling me, go fuck a bunch of hoes, right? I was just like, man, I want to, but like, I gotta be real with you, bro. That shit just don't sit right with me, don't get me wrong, I want some cheat. Oh, of course. But like, I just don't feel right just fucking a bunch of hoes. Like, it don't sit right with me. It don't do it for me if I don't know, man. It just don't make me feel good. Like, I don't feel confident after doing some shit like that, right? And it's so funny, man, because it's basically like, they was like, yeah, no, I know what you mean, bro. But look, bro, after a while, you don't even feel it no more. And I'm like, what? It was like, yeah, bro, like, you gonna feel like that at first, bro, but you just gotta keep doing it, bro. And then after a while, you just don't give a fuck. And I'm kind of looking at them like, so like, you what? I'm like, what? And, I'm not judging them or nothing, because to a degree, that's what I want to do. Like bro said, man, something just don't feel right about doing that shit, right? I don't know why, but it just don't. It's kind of funny that he said, something got to be wrong with you, because like, I'm not going to say like something is wrong with these niggas, but like, I can't lie, something is wrong with you. Something wrong with you niggas, bro. But I mean, they kind of know something wrong with them, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like they psychopaths or fucking sociopaths or narcissists or something. No, it's more like an emotional thing. Like, something is fucking with them and they kind of using cheeks to like, remedy the pain. I just don't think it's a good idea just to stick your dick in everything that's moving, bro. Like, I just, it gotta be a limit somewhere. If not just one girl, at least stop at two. At least just only have two, bro. Please, just two. If anything, say something for us. But yeah, no, that's really all I had to discuss or not. Yeah. Not telling you don't get no ass. That's just ludicrous, right? And it's still a lot of points that I miss, which just more content. So we can go, but we can talk about that in a different video. But like, yeah, I'm not telling you don't get no ass. I'm not telling you that fucking is evil, because I ain't gonna lie. After I hit end recording on this shit, I'm rolling somebody's daughter up. You feel me? But I just ask that you be mindful about how you feel about the things, how you truly feel about the things that you're doing, and ask yourself, well, why am I doing this? That's really all you can do, right? All right. I ain't really got nothing else to say. Toodles.